On August 30, 2019, co-founder and then CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey's account began sending out a series of tweets containing a rapid-fire mishmash of boasts, shout-outs, racist slurs, and references to memes, along with a bomb threat and a call for Twitter to reinstate certain suspended accounts, plus dozens of retweets. The Twitter co-founder's account, with 4.2 million followers, was hacked by a group calling themselves Chuckling Squad, a group that had also hacked a series of YouTube stars and actors. Within 12 minutes, the account was back under control. But this hack revealed a flaw in the social network systems that could leave anyone vulnerable. According to Twitter, its own systems were not compromised. Instead, they blamed an unnamed mobile operator. The hackers used a SIM swapping attack to compromise Dorsey's account. SIM swapping is a technique often used by cybercriminals, whereby an existing phone number, in this case one associated with Dorsey's account, is transferred to a new SIM card. SIM swapping is often carried out by bribing carrier employees or convincing them to switch the number to the attacker's device. In very rare cases, it can also involve compromising an employee's computer and performing the SIM swap directly. Back in those days, Twitter had a text-to-tweet service operated by the company it had acquired, CloudHopper. Using CloudHopper, Twitter users could post tweets simply by texting a message to a shortcode number. This was a useful feature for people with basic phones or for times when they didn't have access to the Twitter app. The system only required linking your phone number to your Twitter account, something most users had already done for security purposes. As a result, control of a phone number was often enough to post tweets on that account, something most users didn't even realize. It turned out that gaining control of Dorsey's phone number wasn't as hard as one might think. The attackers performed a SIM swap to take over his phone number, and rather than trying to break into his account by bypassing two-factor authentication, they exploited Twitter's text-to-tweet feature to post directly from his number. The core of the attack was the SIM swap, which allowed the attackers to hijack his phone number. SIM swapping remains a serious threat to telecom companies and their customers. There are multiple ways hackers conduct SIM swap attacks, but they all start with gathering information about the target, such as their phone number, full name, address, or other personal data that can be used to impersonate them. The attacker then calls or chats with the victim's mobile carrier, pretending to be the victim, and uses the stolen information to pass security verification. Sometimes, insider threats are involved, where carrier employees are bribed to approve SIM swaps. Once the carrier processes the request, the victim's number is transferred to a SIM card controlled by the hacker. From that point on, the hacker receives all calls and text messages for that number, including two-factor authentication codes for banks, email, WhatsApp, and more. Jack Dorsey's Twitter hack wasn't the only example of SIM swapping. Even in 2025, the problem persists. For instance, an arbitration ordered T-Mobile to pay $33 million after a SIM swap attack enabled criminals to steal approximately $38 million in cryptocurrency from a customer's wallet. In India, a retired bank employee lost about 2 million rupees when fraudsters swapped his SIM and gained access to his bank account. So how can you protect yourself from SIM swapping? While no method is 100% foolproof, there are several steps that significantly reduce the risk. First, contact your mobile carrier and ask them to enable a SIM swap or port-out PIN. This is a special code that must be provided before your number can be transferred to a new SIM card. Second, avoid using SMS-based two-factor authentication for critical accounts whenever possible. Instead, use authenticator apps like Google Authenticator, Authy, or hardware security keys like YubiKey for added protection. Be careful with what personal information you share online, since attackers often use publicly available data to impersonate you. Watch out for phishing attempts that try to trick you into giving away account details. Finally, keep an eye on your phone for sudden loss of signal. It can be an early sign that your SIM has been swapped. Acting quickly in such situations by contacting your carrier and locking your accounts can prevent further damage. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more cybersecurity deep dives, and let me know in the comments what other hacks or cases you want me to cover next.